Hello everyone. So as I mentioned in the last video that in this video we are going to solve a question on Geeks for Geek site where you will get the real interview coding environment, like how you have to solve questions in your coding rounds especially. So this is how we do it, and like we discussed very special and very important algorithm, Kadane algorithm, in the last video. So similarly, in this video also, we are going to do the same thing. All right. So this question is longest subarray of even and odds. All right. So this is a medium level question. So let's first of all, let's read the details of this question. So the question says that you're given an array of size n, and we have to find the maximum possible length of a subarray such that its elements are arranged alternately either as even and odd or odd and even. All right. Now the example is size of our array is 5 and our array is 10, 12, 14, 7, 8. So the output would be 3 because see the maximum subarray of even nodes could be the last three terms. This is even, this is odd, this is even. Alright. And in between there is no, like, you cannot have any other subarray of even or odd, so it should be longer than 3. Similarly, in this example, this is a corner case. The array contains both the elements are same, so we can only choose either one element as that will be the maximum scenario. Alright. Now what is the task here is that we don't need to take any input. We have to just complete the function of max, even, odd that returns the maximum length. So here there are two things. There are two driver code. See, let's open this driver code. See, it includes our header file. It includes our using namespace std. All right, let's open this header file. So here, like, this is our int main function where we do the like how the our maximum not function will be called and stuff. All right. So what we have to do is we have to just complete this function, which has like input, which has uh, parameters as array and its size. And what we have to return, we have to return the maximum uh, array length of even and odds. Alright. Now I gave you a hint in the previous video that this video is going to be based on Kadane's algorithm. So you may like pause this video for 2 or 3 minutes. Might try to think of the code, and after that you can like implement it and see if your code runs or not. Alright. Okay, now let me tell you how to do this question. Let's take this array. Alright. Let's have a little gap here everywhere. Alright. So similarly, what we are going to do is we are going to run a loop from here till here, and at every element, okay, we'll like not consider this element, we'll start the value from here. So everywhere there is going to be a value. Either we'll include this element in our previous subarray or we'll start a new subarray from here. So what we are going to see, this element is even, so we'll check if the previous element is odd or even. It's even, right? So value would be 1. Here also for the first element, every time the value is going to be alright. Now in this element is also even, so the value is going to be 1. Now this element is what? Odd, and its previous element is even, so this is going to be 2. Now this element is even and its previous element is odd, so it is just going to have increase of 1, right? So it is going to be 3. So this is our current values of every element, of sub-array values of every element, and we have to find the maximum of it, and this is max. Right, so this is the max of it. Now this is, the basic, no, I mean, you know the cadence algorithm. So this is just how to, implement the cadence algorithm in this question. Now you may write the code on your own. All right. And see, the question number is like, just write GFD 23, and the question will arrive, and try to complete the function max even out on your own. All right. So let me complete this function for you. We'll have two variables. One is res, one is going to be cur. So these values 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, these are, we are going to store this in cur. Now, and the maximum of these values is going to be stored in res. Alright, so for the first element, we are not going to consider this element, so our res is also going to be 1 and our cur is also going to be 1. Okay. Now what I'm going to say is that if array I %2 is equal to 0 and array I minus 1 %2 is not equal to 0, and array I %2 not equal to 0, okay, let's write it in a bracket, yeah, and what array I %2 is equal to is not equal to 0, and array I minus 1 %2 is equal to 0. What we're going to do is we are going to have our cur increased, and res is going to be max of res and cur. Okay, what we have written here in this condition is that if our current element is even and our previous element is odd, then we are going to increase cur, right? Because it would be alternate. And in the or condition we have written if our element is odd and its previous element is even, which also satisfies our condition of alternate. So in both the cases we are going to increase the current, and in the rest we are going to have the maximum res and current. Suppose this is not the case. If our element is even and its previous element is also even, or if our element is odd and its previous element is also odd, what we are going to do? We are going to have a new subarray from this element. So our curve would become 1, right? Easy. And now what we are going to do simply is we're just going to return res. Okay. Now let's try and compile this code. There's some problem here. Okay, I did a major. I did add the for loop here. My bad here. Okay. Now let's compile and run. Let's see if it works. Okay, our output is 3 and our expected output is also 3. Let's try and submit this code. Okay, yeah, so problem solved successfully. Okay, so yeah, this was all for this video. Here we have like did an example on Kadan's algorithm. Since I've solved two problems on it, you can like reduce yourself like how important this Kadan's algorithm is, right? And second thing is like you also learned how to solve problems on Geeks for Geeks. Try solving other easy problems or like the problems which you solved previously. And this was like the coding environment which you'll have in your interview rounds. You'll be like given the details of the question, some examples. Also one thing, you are given the expected time complexity and expected auxiliary space, right? And you are be given a task. If your expected time complexity was of n, and we did the same thing. We did it in only one single loop. Okay. So yeah, what I was saying, this was like this is the like real coding interview environment, and you will be given like a function to complete and not write the full into main code. So here, try and solve more questions on GFG, which we did previously in this series. And that's it for this video. And see you later. Bye.